have to respectfully decline.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Unchain me!
That's your seatbelt.
Oh no! Loretta Sage is missing.
I'm gonna rescue her. I just want her to think of me as more than a cover model.
Let's start living dangerously. Alan, what are you doing here?
We're here to save you.
How are you today?
Good.
Good, how you doing?
Awesome. The movie was hilarious. I laughed out loud. I'm sure the theater was just not ready for me. I wanted to ask, just performing or having a theater in front of a live audience again, or being able to experience that, how was that for you?
It was great. It was so lovely to be back in a cinema and watching a film, and to get to like hear the reactions that you had hoped would be there to certain lines and certain moments was, it was very, very, really fun.
Yeah.
It's sweet being in Austin. I live in Austin, so I have such a love for this place, but it's also scary because I was scared we wouldn't get in. I was like, every day I was like, did we get in? That's me, the typewriter, by the way. There's a high expectation I had, and you want to deliver. And I'm saying this a lot. Had this been before the pandemic, I think there would have been a level of cynicism with which the eyes would have viewed this film versus now that I think there's a sweetness that we all have. Hopefully we hold on to it, that it's okay to make a movie like this and enjoy it.
It's my first time in Austin, and everyone is so nice and down to earth. I'm not used to it almost.
I know, you're like, what do you want?
Yeah. I wanted to ask, you're starring with Channing Tatum, and you guys are good co-stars. So if you were to go with anyone to the jungle based off of survival, colleagues, friends, who would it be for both of you?
What, anyone just from this film or just from like life
in general, in life?
I would pick Channing because he's got survivalist skills. He's serious survivalist skills.
It's really not a bad bet. I would not last long in the jungle on my own. I feel like I'd make it at least 3 days with Channing, and then I'd be weighing him down too much, and he'd have to move on.
And then he'd have to eat you.
Yeah, exactly. But I'd be, I'm good sustenance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. What are you doing? Don't do that. Oh God, get out of there. This is not a romance novel. Jungles eat people like us.
Ah, what is that? Get it off. Please. I can feel him sucking my soul. Rip it like a bandit. Don't make that sound. Feels like there's more.
Holy Mother of God.
They're just sucking on my butt like a big old Jamba Juice.
So you just wrapped filming on Weird Al.
Yeah.
How was that, and what are you most excited for the audience to get to see about that side of him?
I am very, very excited for people to it's an insane film, and it's an incredibly fun film, and, I'm looking forward to sharing the stories of his, torrid celebrity love affairs and eventual, but that's the thing, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away the plot, but it's going to be a huge amount of fun, I think.
Can you live up to the funny? How was he in person?
He's great. I mean, he's so nice. He's I was incredibly nervous because I'm a fan of his, and so to be playing someone you are a fan of when they are on set is terrifying. But luckily, I had a similar moment with Andy. But yeah, it's definitely it's crazy and a lot of fun.
You guys filmed in the Dominican Republic, beautiful country, just amazing place. How was it with the locals and just like the Caribbean climate of it all?
We definitely had the climate, but we had the people. The people of the Dominican Republic are some of the kindest, supportive, loving community. And we had about 450 Dominican crew members that we housed and we quarantined. We said, we want you to be a part of this, but you're gonna have to be away from your family. So these people were willing to leave home. We quarantined. It was, smack in the middle of a pandemic, and we were so lucky to be there because we switched from another location within 3 weeks and shifted to the Dominican Republic. We were supposed to be in the UK and the Canary Islands.
Yes.
It was such. I mean, look, my kids had the most extraordinary time. If my kids are happy and they get the cultural experience and they get to be immersed in it, and it just, there was a lot of love there. They don't have a lot to their name. The poverty there is painful to see. But the love and joy for life and family that comes out of there was humbling. We realized we have too much. I mean, I was like, we have too much, and yet here this community that just came with such love and joy for their family and waking up every day and seizing the moment. It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
So you guys wrote certain characters or with certain actors in mind. Oscar Nunez, super, super funny. Were there certain characters that you wanted to you knew you had to include in the film, or you guys wanted to bring in?
Oscar was the first one. I told the niece, I said, we're writing a part for Oscar because I just want to be in the film with him. They were like, what? I said, I don't care. Figure it out. They did beautifully. And Davine's role, I was like, I wanted there to be a relationship of a woman who's taking care of the generation before her. I wanted there to be a storyline of history and books and fantasy and travel. And the role of Nana, I thought, was really important about losing the ability to go on adventures. She's losing her sight. She's getting older. And I think a lot of people could relate to it, given that we've been locked in a house. You know, when can we go out and live again? And there's a lot of people of a certain age that watch their golden years disappear. And so that role to me was really important, the role of Nana.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.